If you're watching this video, you already know that a lot of the repair kits for defrosters don't provide a durable repair for broken grids or broken connector tabs. So to do a better job than original, we really need to remove the window from the vehicle. It's pretty easy. Most windows have these gas struts that are supporting the glass. Just pull the band back. Once you do that, it removes easily from the window. When you're putting it back on, it's the same process. Now, a lot of modern vehicles also have a third taillight attached to the top of the window. Just find the fasteners and remove those. This particular vehicle had 5 of them, and once they're removed, then the assembly lifts easily off of the vehicle and you can unplug it from underneath. We'll just go ahead and set that aside. Now, these hinges are held on by C-clips. They're fairly common on a lot of the vehicles. You may have a different system, but once you do release the hinges, it just slides off and we can now put it in the shop where it's easier to work on. Here we have a large can of fingernail polish remover. It says acetone. They are one and the same. And we're going to use the acetone to remove the previous repair and any other substances that are on the window that might interfere with a good durable repair. This repair will be better than original because it's less than $500 for a new window and the tabs will be much stronger than original. Here you can see a tab is missing and it took with it several grid lines. Now this is copper coated plumbing tape. I use copper coated because it's easy to solder the tab to. It gives us a bigger footprint, which will be much stronger when we glue it to the glass. It does not have to be conductive. Now to clean the back of the grid lines, I wouldn't use the sandpaper that come with kits. It's too abrasive. You may destroy the grid. This is just Scotch-Brite, and I'm just using a gentle 1, maybe 2 rubs to remove the oxidation. This is copper foil tape. Now the copper foil tape we're going to use to bridge all of the grid lines, and because there's curvature, we're going to try to use a fairly straight line, and that's going to make it a lot better connection. And then we're going to come down from above, we're going to come up from below, and we're going to put the seam right alongside our new tab. Now you're going to need a strong epoxy. I chose JB Weld, so once we mix that up, we can apply it to the base of the new tab. And since I've already got the copper foil tape on the window, we know right where to put the tab. Now let's look at our other tab. This tab still works. It has never broken off, but it probably will unless we prevent it. And to do that, we're going to reinforce it with some of our epoxy. And when we're done, you can see that tab is going to be much stronger than original. And the beauty of the foil tape is you can solder to it. I just put the soldering gun on the wire and plenty of heat transferred to the foil tape for a fast solder connection. There, we're done. And you can tug on that and it's a very strong connection. So the next thing to do, of course, I'm just going to pre-bend the wire a little bit and solder it to the tab. And that's going to give us an excellent electrical connection. Now the foil has folds, and to protect those I put a thin coating of the epoxy. Now we have to connect to the grid. To ensure a good connection to the grid, I chose to use 2 conducting glues. This first one is a silver conducting glue. It's very inexpensive. I was able to get a 3-pack on the internet for less than $15, but it takes a long time to dry and it's not conductive until it dries. The more standard copper paint that you get with normal defroster repair kits, it does dry faster, but you have to use 3 coats to get a durable repair. The silver glue takes about a week to dry, and to put it on, I'm not going to use the needle. I'm just going to go straight from the plunger tube onto the grid. For the copper paint, once you mix it well, you can use it to connect from the foil to the grid line. It dries fast enough that by the time you get to the top of the grid, you're probably going to be able to come back down and put your second and third coats. So this original tab has now dried and it is very strong. Here's the finished product. The foil tape is connected to the grid with both the copper and the silver conducting glues. And the conducting glue will continue to dry over time, but we're going to go ahead and do a test right now. I've clipped 12 volts onto the window. I was concerned about the middle 3 grid lines, and as you can see, they're working very well. Top of the window is working well. And the grids on the bottom are working well. So this window is ready to go back on the vehicle. Of course, that's easy to do. We'll just slide back onto the hinge pins. Go ahead and put our support struts back on. Once that's done, we can put the third taillight assembly on and start attaching those fasteners. But let's not tighten them yet. First, let's secure the hinges. Once that's done, we'll go ahead and close the window and check, make sure the taillight assembly is centered. Once we have it centered, we can go ahead and tighten those fasteners. And once those are done, we can connect our power lines back to the repaired defroster grid using our much stronger tabs. So as you can see, all the lines are working to defrost the window, and a couple minutes later it's nearly cleared. So if this helps you guys out, hope you'll give a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.